He used to fly into battle armed with a 3-barrel 200-millimeter cannon and Sidewinder missiles. These days, CAL FIRE helicopter pilot Tom Humain's best weapon is water.
Clear. We're starting.
A former Marine Corps helicopter pilot, Humann is among an elite group of aviators who fly for CAL FIRE battling blazes and protecting life and property. To call him intrepid would be a huge understatement. The guy's flat out brave, and he looks like he just fell off a box of Wheaties.
It's the most challenging flying that I've ever done. You show up on the fire, and you've got a few things that are going to keep you busy. One is the obvious one, is the smoke itself. You know, you're flying on the fire, you've got reduced visibility, you've got turbulence created by the fire itself. Just that heat alone coming off the fire can create a lot of turbulence, throw a lot of debris through the air. And then on a bigger fire or on an intense fire, you've got an immense amount of radio traffic on numerous radios.
It's understandable why flying for CAL FIRE can be daunting. Along with dealing with a helicopter and all the radio chatter, Humann is also looking out for the welfare of his crew on the ground.
You're dropping water, you're keeping in contact with your crew on the ground, making sure that you're safe, making sure that they're safe, putting water where they need to go, not flying into other aircraft. There's a lot going on.
Humann flies with a crew of 7 highly skilled firefighters, including 2 captains. All the men volunteer for the duty. They're stationed at Boggs Mountain, just north of Calistoga.
Our fire crew operates as a self-contained unit. We have the ability to go do what we refer to as initial attack, which is there's an immediate fire call, and we'll man up and we'll go take it. And we're prepared to take that fire on by ourselves if we need to. The firefighters and at least 1, but maybe 2 of the captains will hop out. They're going to grab all their firefighting tools, which are essentially tools that they're going to use to cut a hasty fire break. And they've got a little bit of water on board, not so much to extinguish the fire, but really just to keep themselves safe from them getting burned over.
Humann didn't start out fighting fires in a Huey. When he first graduated from College of the Holy Cross, he joined the United States Marine Corps. They sent him to flight school and taught him how to fly helicopters. He ended up flying Super Cobras off of amphibious assault ships, the USS Peleliu and Bonhomme Richard. That included chasing down pirates and flying dangerous missions.
Ship takedowns, interdiction against pirates, like some of the stuff that occurs off the coast of Somalia. We did some humanitarian assistance down on the islands of Timor, Indonesia, all those kind of areas there. I flew Operation Southern Watch over on the border of Iraq. And most of my flying at that time was in the late 90s, right up until 2000.
Humann's career took a different twist when he applied and was accepted to fly Marine One, the helicopter that flies the President of the United States. Humann ended up being the guy you saw touch down and fly away from the White House lawn during George W. Bush's first term.
It's an unbelievable experience. I think especially the first time you get to do it. I mean, I still remember flying in an October evening in 2001 on my very first assignment to fly the President, and we were taking the President from the White House to Andrews Air Force Base, and he was very excited too because it was the night that he was going to get to throw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium following all the devastation of 9/11.
For Major Humann, it was one of his best memories of flying the President.
I'll never forget when we picked him back up at the end of the evening at Andrews, and he gets back on board the helicopter, and the guy's he's got a grin a mile wide. He's pumped. And we were just talking to him a little bit about how he threw a good strike down the middle to Posada, and he was excited about it. He was just genuinely happy, and it made it a memorable experience for all of us.
In 2003, Humann was piloting President Bush over the massive San Diego County wildfires that destroyed over 2,200 homes. He decided then that after he left the military, he wanted to fight fires from the air. Humann's military training and discipline has paid off on the job.
It's tough because you show up and you're amped, you're ready to go. The adrenaline is rushing. You want to get working on that fire, but you got to take a second, slow down, and take a real good look and scour everything for hazards, calm the entire crew down. You got a bunch of young firefighters in the back that they're also amped and they're ready to go.
Despite the inherent danger of flying into fires, the former pilot from Marine One couldn't be happier about his current job.
It's something I'm very proud to be a part of, and I never thought that I was going to be able to replicate what I had in the Marine Corps as far as that kind of pride to serve. Yet I've found it again, and so lightning has struck twice in my life, and I feel pretty fortunate to have had that happen.